I start every day with a 5 kilometer run, and I do that because I love a routine, I want to keep fit and healthy, and I have some running goals. Oh, a bit sleepy this morning, folks. Good morning, everyone. We're out here for day 2, and it's a beautiful morning. Look at this. It's a gorgeous morning. Really beautiful. I'm ready to go. So today we're going to do another foundation run. So just building up mileage in the legs, and I'm doing that so that I can get stronger and then start doing tempo runs and a little bit of speed work. But first I want to spend a week or two just building up the legs and doing a foundation race. I'm going to go and do some pretty good laps now. Okay, so let's go. Let's get started. Okay, today is really tough. I've got just 3 laps to go and I'm done my 20, and I'll explain to you at the end why today's been super tough. Oh, never stop, keep going. Oh, that was really tough this morning. Hello again, everyone. Day 2 of my running program, and it was really tough this morning, but I love tough runs. I'm going to explain to you why. Running's always been a really important part of my life. I'm like many others who have suffered from mental health issues, and running always gives me a sense of freedom and relief, and it's a place that I can go where I feel safe. And that might sound strange, because when you're doing physical exercise, sometimes the body's going through a lot of stress, but I just feel so good when I'm running. And starting again now, I don't care how tough it is. Today was extremely tough. My body was saying stop and walk, but my mind was just going keep going, and I didn't stop, and I kept going. And when you break through that barrier and you get to the end, it's such a great feeling, and that's what I had this morning. So no personal bests, no fast times, just a sense of satisfaction to get to the end of today's run. And I guess there's a lesson in there, because I know a lot of people, and I was one of those people over the years, that I used to go out and every run had to be timed, and heart rate and all the statistics around running today seems to, well, sport in general, you know, cyclists, and the Strava thing, I think, has destroyed the world. I know I'm going to get a lot of feedback about that, but you know, to get back and just enjoy sport again, enjoy running and enjoy the environment and feel your body in the way that it naturally is, without pushing it to the extreme all the time and trying to get a personal best all the time. I've been guilty of that, absolutely. And coming back after this ACL injury now, I'm learning that, you know, it's okay to go slow, because I've got no choice at the moment. I've got to build myself up again, and I've got to get my fitness in place, and it's going to take some time, and I'm okay with that. But today was tough. Today was really tough. So part of this whole thing that I'm doing with this channel is to just explore some of the feelings that you go through, and starting up a business, trying to keep a life balance. I had a terrible sleep last night, so I knew that my run was going to be bad today. And if you're like me and you need a certain amount of sleep, everybody's different of course, and if you need X amount of hours of sleep to feel good and to operate at your best, then you know you're like a lot of other people, and that's what I was like this morning. I had a really terrible night's sleep, and right from the get-go this morning after the first few laps I knew that it was going to be tough. But you know what, getting out there and doing something is better than doing nothing, and it doesn't matter how bad it is, how tough it is. Just getting it done is a sense of achievement, and it's a great way to start your day. I just love it. I love the adrenaline and the kick that I get from starting my day with a run. There's nothing better for me. So today I'm going to focus more again on the startup business. For those that have been just started watching my videos, I'm trying to revolutionize the global sports industry. I'm building an app that is going to allow the global sports industry to be able to collaborate like never before. A very unique platform that's going to inspire collaboration for everybody that's working within the global sports industry. So I've been working on this for about 2.5 years. There's been times when I've had a bit of downtime because I've traveled across the world. I'm now based in Mexico, and yeah, I'm essentially working from my home office doing this alone at the moment, and that in itself can be a fairly challenging journey. You have your self-belief challenged every day on whether you're going to make it or whether it's the right thing. You get some people telling you that, oh, it's great, and other people, you know, being critics and all the rest of it. Those are all good things because they give you a well-rounded perspective. But starting a business is a lot like running a marathon. You know, it's not a sprint. You have to go through lots of different stages, and that's what I love about it. It's all these milestones, just like a marathon, that you can kick off. And when you run a marathon, you know that the hardest part is at the end, and starting a business is like that as well. The hardest part is just finding that investment to get going, getting over that last hurdle, getting your product or service out there in the marketplace. That can be the hardest thing for a lot of people, and some people, or a lot of people, it doesn't happen, and that's where it can be a bit soul destroying. Just like a marathon, you get to that, you know, 35k mark and your whole world can fall apart. It doesn't matter how much training you've done, and it can be all over just like that. And all those weeks and months of training seemingly don't matter anymore, and that you've just come to a stop, and that's a really hard thing to take. But if you can push through that, if you can maybe stop and walk for a little bit, same in a business, sit back, reflect. I'm one of those people that don't like to rush into things. I'm not a procrastinator, but at the same time I like to reflect on a situation, take my time, find out, ask more questions, be more curious. That's why it's taken me 2.5 years to get where I am in my business, because I keep asking questions and making sure that I've got as much information that I feel comfortable with, and that I've done my research, and now I feel as though I've done that, so I can take the next step. And the same is going to be for my running. I'm going to be able to get stronger, faster, and without even focusing on those things, just by getting out here every morning and doing a run, I'm making a step forward, and that's what I'm doing in the business as well. So there we go, a little bit of a reflection after a very tough run this morning, day 2. Very happy that I got out of bed, and I just didn't lay there and make an excuse this morning. So going to go back now and get my little man and take him for a walk and enjoy the start of the day. I always like to take a little bit of time to reflect on my runs, and now that I'm out walking my little man and got some time to reflect on it, I really enjoyed today's run. It was really tough, and it's good to have a tough run and makes me feel as though I've really accomplished something by finishing it today. So yeah, really happy with today's run. So if you're out there and you're finding it hard to get out of bed in the morning, or to get outside and do some exercise, just get out and do it, because you'll really appreciate it afterwards, and that's what it's all about. So I'm going to go and get some breakfast soon. I'll tell you tomorrow about my fasting process, but for now it's back to the protein drink. Finish that off, take the little guy for a walk, and then get stuck into the day. So I'll see you all later on. Don't forget to subscribe and like this channel, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Just telling my little buddy about my run this morning, and he said, "Daddy, why don't you take me on long runs like that as well?" So maybe we do, eh? We take you on a long run? Yeah, we're going to take you on a long run, okay, one day? Yeah, we will. I'll take you on a long run.